Hi there. Happy Wednesday. I'm so excited to be here with you. I see that there are already two people watching this video, so if you are one of those two people, go ahead and comment below and let me know that you are watching. Why don't you comment with a topic about sewing that you'd like to learn more about? That will help me out really a lot for um, future videos. Okay, while you're making those comments, I'm gonna go see if I can get this to go on to our Facebook group. Hold on one second. Okay, so if I did this correctly, I should now be live in our Facebook group as well. So we'll see if that is working. If you're watching this in the Facebook group, go ahead and put a comment below. Um, and let me see if I can go see if this is working. Thanks for bearing with me. If you are currently watching live, go ahead and leave a comment below with what sewing topic you want to learn more about. I need your input to know what we should be talking about in these Wednesday live videos. Also, coming up, we are going to be doing a giveaway. So, I'm excited about drawing that giveaway. If you want to be entered into next week's live giveaway, you will need to go ahead and post a picture of a project that you have done recently, and you can do that by going into our Facebook group, which is can be found at sewwhatbox.com/group. If you are not a member, that will redirect you there, and you can sign up or join the group and then post a picture of a project that you've been working on. That's going to get you entered into next week's live drawing. But again, as you are joining in, I should be streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and into our Facebook group. So if you have a sewing topic that you want um, more information on, or you've always been curious about, or something like that, go ahead and drop that in the comments below. And I'm going to be using those topics to plan our next live Wednesday videos. So I really, really need you guys to comment with whatever sewing topics that you would like to get more information on, or maybe there's a problem that you've been having while you're sewing that you need help fixing. Go ahead and put that in the comments, because otherwise I'm not going to know what to make our future videos on. Okay, so I'm going to make this video nice and short and sweet because I kind of have little bit of a cold going on. So before we get to the day, um, I do want to remind you guys that we do have some exclusive stuff for Halloween and for fall that's available at sewwhatbox.com/sale. And I do have a picture here to put up. If you guys are watching in the Facebook group, unfortunately, this picture won't come through. I'm working on trying to figure out a way to make that work, but we've got some really cool stuff. You can go to sewwhatbox.com/sale and check out all the exclusive fabric prints, the exclusive pre-cut project kits, and stuff like that. That's going to be going away pretty soon, so make sure to go and check that out. So let's see. Allison, love to see videos on Christmas gift ideas. That is a good idea. Allison, I know that you are a monthly Sew What Box member. Do you know about the video vault that's available to Sew What Box members? If not, go ahead and email us or message the page and we can send you that link. It has tutorials and projects and videos, video tutorials for a lot of projects in there, and a lot of them would actually make really good Christmas gifts. So if you are a sewing club member, you do have access to that. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna get into pressing seams. So my tutorial idea for today is about pressing seams, and this can sometimes be a little bit controversial just when you're talking to people depending on what their background is. For instance, people who sew quilts a lot are used to pressing seams in a certain way, and then people who come from a background of sewing garments are used to pressing seams in a certain way too. Most of them learn how you're supposed to do it and never learn why. And so they don't really want to switch how they press seams. So today I'm going to teach you the types of sewing and the why behind them. So when you have a normal seam like this, you can press the seam on the back, these seam allowances, in one of two ways. So this one is pressed open. You can see that both sides of this have been pressed open, like an open book. And this is how quilters will usually press their seams. Now, the other way to press seams, actually, no, this is not how quilters will press their seams. My sickness is getting to me. I'm sorry. This is how people who make clothes will usually press their seams. If they make handmade clothes like blouses, this seam, you can see, let me see if I can get it in the sun. It's just all pressed to one side. Now, this is how a quilter would usually press their seams. Now, regardless of how you normally press your seams, there is a reason to do both of these. Now, a seam that is pressed over just one direction is going to actually be a stronger seam than a seam that is pressed open like this. Especially if you then top stitch along the front, that will really make that a very strong seam. That's why you'll often see this also used in like jeans, in your seams in your jeans. This is a very strong seam. Now, it can also be very bulky. So, this type of a press is often used when you're trying to not have bulkiness in the seam. Maybe you've done like 3 seams and then you need to sew this right here too, but if you press it over like this, it's too bulky for your presser foot to go over. If you just press it open, it's going to have half the thickness there. So pressing open often will work better when you don't want the bulkiness. The other thing is if you're working with like lightweight fabrics, which are often used for clothing items, pressing this open is going to make it less bulky and it will look less awkward in that lightweight fabric. Now I want to talk a little bit more about this option, this pressing over just in one direction. Now, if you do this option, the thing that you want to remember is you always want to press towards that darker fabric. Now, the reason you want to do that is so that nobody can see this extra flap through the fabric. So you can see on this one, I pressed it up towards the darker fabric so you can't see that seam. But this one, we have a really white fabric and a dark fabric, and I'm going to show you what it's like if I hold it up this way. Maybe my lighting in my studio is not helping me with this. So here you can see that shadow right there. That is that dark fabric coming through that lighter fabric. Now, I know it kind of looks like I'm faking it because of this lighting that I've got here, but just to the naked eye, you can really see that show through that lighter fabric. So whenever you're pressing over in one direction, make sure, this isn't my one direction one. Here it is. Make sure you're pressing over to the darker fabric side. So just as a quick refresher, this type, pressing over one direction, is a lot sturdier of a seam. This type, pressing it open in both directions, isn't quite as sturdy, but if you're having issues with bulkiness at your seam lines, this is how you fix that. Okay, so I guess I could have taken this sewupbox.com/sale down. Okay, so guys, if you want to know anything else about any kind of sewing topic, or you're having questions about working with a certain type of fabric, or your sewing machine is constantly making the same mistake, or anything like that, any topics that you want talked about, I need your help. Go ahead and comment on this video so that I can see what topics you guys want to talk about, and I can use those topics for the making of future Wednesday live videos. Okay, so let me see. We have to talk about all of our favorite things, which is a giveaway. Who doesn't like free stuff, especially if it is sewing stuff? So we do have a couple winners of last week's live video. Let me see here. Drum roll, please. Okay, so for our awesome giveaway, our first winner is Amy K. Amy Kilpatrick. So we will be giving you a free extra goodie in your next box shipment, which will be we're in September now, so that will be the October box. So that's exciting, Amy. And our second winner of the extra item put in their next sewing box is Brittany McCord. Yay, Brittany! Okay, so we are going to make sure that those items are put in your next box. You don't have to do anything. Just make sure that the payment for your October box does go through, because if we don't ship you the next box, then we won't be able to add the free item in there. Okay, so you may be wondering, how do you enter the giveaway for next month? So, not next month, next week. If you want to enter the giveaway for next week's live video, you will need to go to our Facebook group, which if you are not a part of, you can go to sewwhatbox.com/group, and that will redirect you there to join. Go to our Facebook group and post a picture of your most recent project that you have made. If you go in there and post that between now and next Wednesday morning, then we'll go through those and we'll enter everybody's name that posted a picture in there into the drawing, and we will draw some winners. Now, these are going to be very important. You want to enter this one because the winners of this are going to get their next Sew What box for free. So that's going to be the October Sew What box for free. And so if you want to enter, go to sewwhatbox.com/group. That's going to redirect you over to our Facebook group and post a picture of a project that you've recently finished. Okay, I'm going to look through these comments really quick, and then we will round up this video. Okay, Allison says she'll have to look in there. Yes, Allison, do look in that video vault. And then maybe I will have to do some kind of a roundup of maybe other tutorials and stuff that are good for Christmas gifts. I'm going to add that to my list for future live videos. Let's see. Quilt binding corner. That is very tricky. It's very finicky, but once you figure it out, it's really cool. So I will add that to the list of our tutorials. And yeah, congratulations. Congratulations to everybody who won the extra tool. If you want to enter into next month's sale, again, go ahead and go to our Facebook group and post a picture of, I don't know what I just said, but I meant if you guys want to enter next week's giveaway, go to our Facebook group and enter a picture of a project that you are that you've just finished. And on that giant mess up note, I think that I'm going to call this the end of the live video. And I'll see you guys next week. And hopefully I don't have as much like brain fog stuff going on next week. Okay, guys, thanks so much. I will see you next week, and happy sewing.